will begin the 8th lecture on Hebrew. At this time, we will study Hebrew verb participles, and we will learn about infinitives. In our last lecture, we studied the participles of the Hebrew kal verb. The active participle of the kal verb uses o and e as the model. Hence, the active participle of the kal verb malak would be molek. Next, the passive participle has a and u as the model. The passive participle of the kal verb would then be maluk. Please remember that o and e and a and u are the active and passive participles respectively. These are called participles because participles have both the characteristics of both nouns and verbs. The active participle and the passive participle of the Hebrew kal verb each have different noun forms. Like nouns, they have a gender, a number, and a state. Hence, they would be masculine or feminine, singular or plural, and have an absolute state or a construct state. In the case of the masculine singular, the absolute and the construct states are the same as they are of nouns. The construct state is molek. Both the absolute and construct states would be molek. The plural ending im would be added to the masculine plural form. Hence, it would be molekim. The construct state of the masculine plural would have the ending e. The feminine singular would have the ending a. The feminine singular construct would have the ending at. They would be mocha and mokat, respectively. Next, the feminine plural form. 옷 is added to the feminine plural form. Hence, it would be molekot. The absolute state and the construct state of the feminine plural are the same. The passive participle also changes. The passive participle is maluk. This is the masculine singular form. The masculine singular construct is the same as the masculine singular absolute. A is added to the feminine form. Hence, it would be moluka. This is the feminine singular absolute state. When at is added to the feminine singular absolute, it would become a feminine singular construct. 옷 is added to the feminine plural form. Hence, it would be molukot. The feminine plural construct would be the same as the feminine plural absolute. Now let's learn how we can use the active and passive participles of the cow verb. First, a participle is used to show a continuous action or a currently ongoing action. First, a participle is used to show a continuous or ongoing action. Let's look at the sentence. Ani Adonai Oheb Mishapat. Ani Adonai Oheb Mishapat. This means I, the Lord, love justice. The participle oheb is the leading word in the sentence, and it expresses a continuous or ongoing action. Oheb is the active participle of the kal verb, and it is a third person masculine singular. Second, a participle expresses an impending action. The second sentence is Sara Ishitaka Oledet Lka Ben. This means Sarah, your wife, will bear you a son. The participle here would be oledet. We can see the O form. Chere has changed to shegor in this sentence. Yet we can tell by the O that this is a kal active participle. Oledet is the leading word in this sentence, and it expresses an impending action. This would be the third person feminine singular of the kal active participle. This is in the absolute state. Third, a participle acts as the verb of the relative clause. Let's look at the third sentence. Ve'et ha kena ani ha Yosheb ba'ir harag. This means he killed the Canaanites who were living in the land. Ha Yosheb acts as the relative pronoun. The word Yosheb comes from Yashab, which means to reside or live. This means living. Hence, it would mean the Canaanites who were living. Ba'ir Harag means in the land. Ha is classified as the definite article, and we can tell that Yosheb is an active participle by the O and E. Hence, Yosheb leads the following contents to form a syllable. It means the residing Canaanites. Lastly, Halag is the leading word of the entire sentence. Harag means to murder or to kill, and it is the third person masculine singular of the kal verb. Therefore, it would be interpreted to be he killed the Canaanites who were living in the land. Fourth, a participle can be used as an adjective. Let's look at an example. Baruch atah l'Adonai. The first word in the sentence is Baruch, which is a kal passive participle. We know that it is a kal passive participle by the a and u. We have not yet learned the word atah, but it is the personal pronoun you in the second person masculine singular form. We have not yet learned the word l'Adonai, but it is the combination of the preposition le and the word Jehovah, which means to the Lord. Therefore, it means you have received a blessing from the Lord. To have received a blessing is a passive participle. Lastly, a participle can be used as a noun. A noun can be a subject or an object. Let's look at the sentence Vai yomeru lezra ha shoper. Vai yomeru is the third person masculine plural of the cow verb. The third person masculine plural of amar is yomeru, and we can see that yod, yi, and u make up the model of the third person masculine plural. Vav is a conjunction that means and. This is called the vav consecutive of the conjunctive particle. This is an imperfect form, but it becomes a perfect form when it is combined with the conjunction vav. It would then mean, and they spoke. Lezra is the combination of the name Ezra and the preposition le, which means to Ezra. The word ha-shoper is an active participle, which we can tell by the o and e. It is combined with the definite article ha as an active participle of the cow verb. The word shoper means secretary, and it is used as a noun. Ha-shoper is used in a position with Ezra. A participle is a leading word and is used as a continuous or ongoing action. Second, it is again a leading word that expresses an impending action. Third, it is used as a verb of the relative particle of the subordinate sentence. It plays the leading role in the relative clause. Fourth, it is used as an adjective. Lastly, it is used as a noun. Next, let's study Hebrew infinitives. The infinitive of Hebrew verbs is like the following in the case of the cow verb. The cow infinitive absolute state of the verb malak is malok. Here we will see one model that is made up of a and o. The construct state of the infinitive is melok. This is the construct state of the Kal infinitive, and we will see a model that is made up of shewa, e, and o. The construct state has the same form as that of the imperfect form with the prefix removed. The absolute state is used independently, and the construct state is the combination of different words. The absolute state and the construct state are separated in that sense. Now let's study the usages of the absolute state and the construct state of the Kal verb. Zakor, ti zakor, et asher asa Adonai. In the case of the absolute state, it is first used adverbially. The word zakor is used as an adverb. We can tell that this is in the infinitive absolute state of the Kal verb because of the a and o forms. The second word in the sentence is ti zakor. This is a third-person feminine singular with the same roots as zakar, and it is also a second-person masculine singular of the imperfect form. The leading word in the sentence is ti zakor. Zakor is a Kal infinitive in the absolute state that is used adverbially, and when it is placed before the actual verb, it is translated to mean for certain or clearly. Therefore, the verb zakar means remember, and ti zakor means you remember, which would be you must remember in the jussive. Here it would be better to see this as a jussive. This is interpreted as a second person masculine singular, a gentle command or encouragement. Hence, the adjectival absolute state that comes before the verb would mean you must remember for certain. The entire sentence is, remember well what the Lord your God did, of Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 18. Next, let's look at one more meaning of the adverbial usage of the infinitive absolute state of the cow verb. Second, it means continuously. First, it meant for certain, and second, it means continuously. This is applicable when it comes after the leading word of the verb. Let's look at a second sentence as an example. Vayelech halok ve'karab. The leading word of this sentence is Vayelech. Vayelech comes from the verb halak. This is an imperfect third person masculine singular form of halak. The third person masculine singular of halak is combined with the conjunction ve, which means and. When interpreted in the imperfect form, it would mean he will walk. When it is connected to the conjunction vav, it is used as a copulative verb. Hence, it would mean he walked. It is translated in the perfect form because of the copulative vav. And he walked would be the leading phrase of the sentence. The infinitive absolute state of the cow verb comes after this verb. This verb is an infinitive that came from the same roots as the preceding phrase. The verb halak was used, and it is the same cow infinitive absolute form of the verb halak. In this case, it would be interpreted as continuously with an adverbial meaning. We do not have to give it a separate meaning, but just add the action of this leading word continues. After the leading word is interpreted as "and he walked," halok is interpreted to adverbially mean continuously. Together it would be interpreted as "and he continued to walk." Lastly, ve karab means "and he approached closely." The infinitive absolute state of the Hebrew kal verb is used adverbially. When it comes before the actual verb, it means for certain, and when placed after the actual verb, it means continuously. We discussed that the main action continues. Now let's look at how the infinitive construct form of the kal verb is used. The infinitive construct form of the kal verb. Because this is in the construct state, it is not used independently, but is used with other elements. First, the preposition le means for something, to something, or at something. In English, they would refer to the prepositions for, to, and at. The infinitive construct state applies here. Let's look at an example. Ilmad li shemor et kar dibre haTorah hazot. The first word in this sentence, ilmad, would be the leading word of this sentence. This comes from the verb lamad, and lamad means learn. Lamad is in the third person masculine singular form and is used in the jussive. Hence, it would be interpreted to mean he must learn. Following the main verb is the infinitive construct form of the verb shamar, which has been combined with the preposition le. Le and shamar is li shamar, and this construct state has removed the prefix from the imperfect form shewa and o. When combined, it would be li shemor, and the verb shamar means maintain, observe, or keep. Lu is interpreted as to. Hence, it would be to plus keep and is used adverbially like English verbs. Therefore, it would be interpreted as to do something or to keep something. There is the nominal usage and the adverbial usage of infinitives, but when it is interpreted by the adverbial usage, it would mean to keep. When interpreted together with the main verb irmad, it would be you must learn to keep. This entire sentence can be interpreted as you must learn to keep the words of this law. Lastly, let's look at the second usage of the infinitive construct form of the cow verb. First, it meant to do something when combined with le. Second, it is combined with the preposition b. The preposition b or be has three meanings, and in English they would be in, by, and with. The preposition in English is in something, but can also indicate time. Le is combined with the infinitive construct state. We can see that bu and ku are combined with the construct state. Let's look at a sentence as an example. Ki shemoa Hamelech et dibre haTorah vaikra et bugadau. It first says ki shema, and this is the combination of the infinitive construct state and k. Shema comes from the word shama, which means hear. Shama, which means hear, is a verb in the infinitive construct state. This was combined with the preposition k. However, because they both have shewa, the shewa at the front changes to hirek. Hence, it becomes ki shemoa. This means when someone did something. In English, it would be an adverbial clause that leads to when. Hence, it would mean when someone heard. The subject that follows is Hamelech, which means the king. Hence, it is adverbially interpreted as when the king heard. Let's interpret the entire sentence. When the king heard. Divrei HaTorah. When he heard the words of the law. The sentence Vaikra et Bugadayu means and he tore his clothes. With this, we will conclude the 8th lecture on Hebrew. Thank you.